What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the last part of this group stage. We got the last four groups remaining to deep dive through. So let's just get straight into it. I'm gonna speed run through this. We got Group I. Group I is a pretty decent group on paper. We got France, who should be winning this group. They went to the finals in the last two editions, so they won in 2018 and then lost the finals against Lionel Messi and Argentina in 2022 on penalties. Kylian Mbappe is back to his best. He has been he always perform very awfully good during the World Cups. He was key in 2018, and then in 2022 he did have a hat trick to bring France back to level score, tying the game and bringing them to pens. Unfortunately, they did lose on penalties. Ousmane Dembele has had a great season the last few years, winning the Ballon d'Or last year, or last season, I should say, and then back-to-back Champions League. William Saliba in defense, who just won the Premier League. Upamecano with Bayern, Konate, some really good defenders. Mike Maignan, decent goalie. Lucas Digne, Malo Gusto, the Hernandez brothers, Ibrahima Konate, Jules Koundé, Maxence Lacroix, William Saliba, Upamecano, great defensive players. In midfield, N'Golo Kante still here doing his things, one of the best defensive mid. During his peak days, we got Manu Kone, Adrien Rabiot, Aurélien Tchouameni, Warren Zaire Emery, and then wow, what a talented forward line with Magnus Akliouche, Brad De Barcola, Ryan Cherki, Ousmane Dembélé, Désiré Doué, Jean-Philippe Mateta, who had a really good season. He was injured for a big chunk, but he's been showing up since a few years now, last year as well, scoring 15 plus goals in the Premier League with Crystal Palace, Kylian Mbappe, Michael Olise, and Marcus Thuram. So, hey, France should be winning this group, and as they did in the last few editions, they should going deep in this group stage. I see them making the finals again. I do think they might meet up with Spain somewhere in the knockouts if obviously they both win their groups. I think they meet in the quarter finals or semi-finals, if I'm not mistaken. Um, so yeah, they'll be going deep. Didier Deschamps has proven he won the World Cup in 2018, brought them back in 2022 to the finals. So yeah, talented team, one of the favorites in my opinion. And then we have Senegal, who won the AFCON recently, the best team on the African continent right now, in my opinion as well. Good players, Edouard Mendy, experienced goalie. We got Kalidou Koulibaly, who played at Chelsea, Napoli, El Hadji Malik Diouf. And then in midfield, Idrissa Gana Gueye, Pape Gueye, Lamine Camara, and up front, we got Iliman Ndiaye, really exciting talent playing for Everton. Sadio Mane, we can't forget about him. Ismail Assar, who had a really good season with Crystal Palace, I think he is playing at now. Pap Thiaw, good coach, great team. They have Nicolas Jackson up front as well. So they do have the firepower to top this group as well. It's going to be between them and France. So whoever win the game between France and Senegal will be winning this group. And then we have Iraq. Honestly, I don't know any of their players. It's their first World Cup since 1986. Um, they're just going to be there, in my opinion. I don't see them doing anything good. Good tournament for them to put their nation on the world stage and showcase themselves. Maybe they could do an upset like Saudi, but I don't see them winning a single game here. And then we have Norway, their first appearance at the World Cup, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but it's their first in a long minute. They have a great firepower up front and a decent midfield. It's the defense that could hold them back. Only one I know in defense is Christopher Adjia, who used to play for Sheffield, if I'm not mistaken, or still do. And then midfield, good, very good talent in midfield. Martin Odegaard, Sander Berge, Patrick Berg. Yeah, and then Oscar Bob as well, good talent who used to play for Man City, or I think was on loan away from Man City, but he's gonna come back. And then forward, look at that forward line. It's not deep. There's only three players: Erling Haaland, Alexander Sørloth, and Jørgen Strand Larsen. But very good. Like Haaland, the best number 9 in world football right now. 55 goals in 48 international games, most prolific scorer alive at this moment. Even for he won the Premier League Golden Boot with Man City with 25-26 goals this season. Martin Odegaard, the creative heartbeat of his team, and then the other two strikers up front, solid for Atletico Madrid and Strand Larsen for Crystal Palace. The key game is going to be the Mbappe versus Haaland battle. That would be a great watch, but I think the French defense might be too much. It's just because he's not well supported, and the Norwegian defense is not that good on paper, but it's gonna be a great watch, in my opinion, full of goals. It's a group where we can see many goals. France Iraq could end up being 3-4-0, Senegal Iraq like 3-1, 4-2. Even Norway should be beating Iraq with a team that we have on paper. Senegal Norway could be 3-2, Senegal France as well. So we should be expecting many goals in this group. And my picks are straightforward: France to win this group. Senegal could push them, and Norway should earn one of those 8 best third spot. And Iraq is gonna be there. Moving on to Group J, we got Argentina, Algeria, Austria, and Jordan. Argentina, defending champions. This is Messi last World Cup. Great firepower up front with Leo Messi, of course. We can't forget him. Lautaro Martinez, Nico Gonzalez, Julian Alvarez, and decent midfield with Paredes, Rodrigo de Paul, Enzo Fernandez, Alexis McAllister, Giovanni Lo Celso. Decent defense with Romero, Lisandro Martinez, Otamendi is there with his experience, Montiel, Emiliano Martinez in goal. So they are the heavy favorites to get through in this group. It should be, on paper, it's an easy group for them. And then we have Algeria, who top their CAF, their African qualifying group. Vester, Riyad Mahrez is still in the squad, and they'll be battling Austria, in my opinion, for the second spot in this group. Decent team. They are always in and around, and they're always there in the group stage. Making it pass is kind of tough. But Riyad Mahrez is one to watch. Nabil Ben Taleb is still there. Hisham Boudawi. So some good, decent players, and in defense, Ryan Ait-Nouri, who is playing at Manchester City now. So they do have some experience, but can they get top 2 or one of those best third spot? We'll have to see. And then we have Austria, who top their European qualifying group, genuinely underrated European side. I noticed that when I saw the squad. They do have Marcel Sabitzer in midfield, who plays at Dortmund, Konrad Leimer, who plays at Bayern, so they have good quality in midfield. David Alaba is still in the squad. If he's fit, he's a really good center back. Used to be one of the best. And up front, we still have Arnautovic with his experience, and Ralf Ragnick as coach, decent coach, good ideas in his team. So hey, I think they might be top two, and Jordan, I don't know any of their players. Unfortunately, it's a historic moment, their first ever World Cup, historic moment for Jordanian and Arab football, so that's really good. But this group might just be too much for them. To me, they are in the same category as Haiti, Curacao, Iraq, and so on. They should be enjoying this world stage and you know, make the country proud and enjoy the moment. My picks for this group are Argentina, easy, Austria, two, Algeria, and Jordan. Moving on to the next group, Group K, we got Portugal, Democratic Republic du Congo, Uzbekistan, and Colombia. Again, two teams who outshined the others, and one team who might be a dog horse, underrated team. So Portugal and Colombia should be top two, in my opinion. Cristiano Ronaldo at 41, this is his last chance to win the World Cup trophy. It's the last dance for the likes of Manuel Neuer, Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo. So this is their last World Cup. So Cristiano Ronaldo would want to equal Lionel Messi, who won it last time in 2022. So this is his only last chance to do it. They do have a very good team, talented team on paper. Bruno Fernandes, Bernardo Silva, Vitinha, Raul Neves, those two just won the Champions League, and we know the pedigree of Bernardo Silva, right? He won everything with Manchester City, and Bruno Fernandes just broke the Premier League assist record, and then experience with Ruben Neves, up front Cristiano Ronaldo, Rafael Leao, João Felix, Goncalo Ramos, Pedro Neto, Francisco Conchao, Francisco Trincao. In defense, Ruben Diaz, Raul Cancelo, Diogo Dallo, Nuno Mendes, who just won the Champions League as well, back to back, alongside Vitinha and Raul Neves, Mateus Nunes, Goncalo Ignacio. So a very good team, decent team, will go deep in this World Cup, and on paper it seems to be a genuinely good team that could play for Ronaldo. We know Vitinha and Raul Neves could run that midfield. They will be running for each other. And Bernardo Silva is a workhorse as well. Bruno Fernandes, the quality he has with his right foot, he could pick up a pass to Leao, to Ronaldo, to Felix. It's a decent team, a pretty deep squad, honestly. So hey, one to watch, and we could genuinely do it. And we got Democratic Republic du Congo back at the World Cup after 52 years. Extraordinary comeback story. Some decent players. Johan Wissa, top quality forward who plays in the Premier League, had a great season the year before with Brentford and had some struggles with Newcastle this year with injuries and so on, but decent quality. Aaron Van Bissaka, who came up at Man United and now is playing at West Ham, so decent right back, good Premier League quality and experience. Opening game is against Portugal. Could do what Saudi Arabia did in 2022. You know how they beat Argentina, eventually won the 2022 World Cup. So Congo could do an upset against Portugal. So gotta watch out for that. Pretty decent team on paper. Uzbekistan. Fabio Cannavaro is their head coach, who was one of the best centre back at the time, at his time, in his times. And Kujanov is the only player that I know. He plays in the Premier League for Man City, but I don't know anyone else on this team. I think, again, they are in the same category as Haiti, Curacao, Iraq, Jordan. They should just be enjoying themselves, and if they can do an upset or two, that would be really good. Otherwise, it's just good publicity for their country on the world stage, on the biggest stage. And then Colombia, who is the second favorite in this group, great team on paper. Lucho Diaz, who moved to Bayern from Liverpool and had one of his best season, one of the most exciting wingers in the world. David Ospina is still there, great goalie. Davinson Sanchez in defense, Yerimina in midfield. James Rodriguez is still doing it, probably his last World Cup as well. Forwards, we just went on Luis Diaz, Andres Gomez, and that Luis Suarez, who plays at Benfica, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I think he plays at Benfica with Sporting Lisbon. Really good talent. Yeah, great talent. I think he's at Sporting Lisbon. He replaced Gyökeres or Goncalo Ramos. I could be wrong on that, but he has been banging goals after goals in Portugal recently. Great talent to watch. So, yeah, my picks for this group, we got Portugal, who should be winning this group easily. Colombia, number two. Congo should be sneaking into one of those eight best losers spot, and Uzbekistan last. Moving on to the last group, we got Group L with England, Croatia, Ghana, and Panama. England, Hurricane, best number nine. Well, one of the best. I think Haaland is still better, but Hurricane, the numbers he's been putting in Germany with Bayern Munich has been out of this world, you know. He deserves a shout for the Ballon d'Or. He needs a better PR team because he genuinely deserves a good shout for Ballon d'Or. And then we got Jude Bellingham, Declan Rice, Bukayo Saka, Elite Go, won every single game in the qualifying rounds, qualifying stage, maximum points, completely dominant as they usually be. Thomas Tuchel had some different choices compared to public opinion. Jordan Pickford, easy pick in goal. And then Reece James, Eric Kwanzaa, Stones, Gehi. Stones was a questionable one, you know. Jed Spence as well, and Livramento, Declan Rice, Elliot Anderson, Kobe Menu, Jordan Henderson. Another questionable one, which the public didn't like, but we can understand why he is there. Morgan Rogers, Jude, Eberich Eze, Harry Kane, Ivan Toney was another, you know, one that was criticized for this pick. Marcus Rashford had a really good season with Barcelona. He, you know, it was like a redemption arc for him in Spain. Bukayo Saka just won the Premier League. Anthony Gordon just earned a move to Barcelona. Noni Madueke just won the Premier League as well. And, you know, Thomas Tuchel is a tactical master. He is a tactical master who enjoys those cup game, those one match game, those one match knockout games, you know. And even though his picks have been criticized by the public, I think he has a plan. The team that he picked would fit his tactics, his system, and I believe they'll genuinely go deep. Like, he is someone who's known to go to finals, won the Champions League, went to the Champions League finals with Paris, lost it unfortunately, but he did win it with Chelsea, if I'm not mistaken. And he always goes deep in those cup competitions. So, you know, they are gonna be one of the favorite, but is it gonna be England's year? You know, is football gonna come back home finally? They did have some decent run with Gareth Southgate lately, unfortunately not winning anything, but they did go to the semis, losing to France in 2022, if I'm not mistaken. They went to the 2024 Euro finals. They went to the previous Euro finals as well, lost against Italy in 2021, and then 2024 lost against Spain. But also in this group we got Croatia, who beat England in 20. Okay, oh, that's 2018. So yeah, beat England in the semi-final. So, you know, England has been up and around. They are just needing that little bit more to clinch a trophy for the first time since 1966. But yeah, we got Croatia beating England in the semi-final. But it's a pretty old team now. Luka Modric at 40 is still in the squad. Perisic close, pushing 40 as well. Kovacic close to 30 or older, if I'm not mistaken. Borgul is a good defender, so it's not the same Croatia that played in 2018, in my honest opinion. They got good talent, but will they push England in this group? I don't know. They'll put up a good fight, but I don't see them beating England. We got Ghana. I don't even see them beating Ghana. Ghana has a really great team on paper. Antoine Semenyo, who plays for Man City now, really good right wing. Inaki Williams, Thomas Partey in midfield. Dean Sulemana, really good threat forward as well. And yeah, it's not the Ayu brothers anymore, but they still have a good team. Well, Jordan Ayu is still there. They still have a good team on paper. I think they will be just behind England in this group, and Panama. Kudos to them to making it back to the World Cup stage. But I don't know any of them players, unfortunately, and this could end up being ugly for them. They're in the same category as the Haiti, Curacao. They should just enjoy and put their country on the biggest stage, promoting them and enjoying the moment, during this tournament. So my picks are for this group, England should be winning this group on paper easily, and then Ghana number two, Croatia third, and Panama last. So yeah, there we have it. Let me know what you think about these four groups. Do you agree, or do your opinions differs? Let me know who you think is gonna win those four groups and making it to the round of 32. And if you enjoyed this, please like the video, drop a comment, and subscribe. That goes a long way for me. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. We'll do my serious bracket soon now. So there we have it. We just went through all 12 groups, all 48 teams, and we have everything we need to go and complete our bracket now. See you in the next one.